Hey, how you doing? I hope you got those lollies. Yeah, I'm enjoying them. There they are. Well, I don't have anything else to share right now. I'm getting ready to have lunch and I didn't bring the salad over to show you, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to talk to you a few minutes about, we shared last time, we had a lot of tidbits about being connected with God and be a friend and everything. And then one of the things is like you're really always on duty though. It's not like you can be about God and love and then there are times when you're not, because one of the tidbits is to remember when we're friends and everything, we really are always a disciple and always helping God, by trying to reach out to other people. We're always trying to, and it can be in a big way or not so. It can be in any little way. God will show us how to do it. And so this is a experience that happened for me, but we shared last time about being off duty. So I wanted to say that I got invited to a birthday party for a friend of mine. I call her Meme. And I got invited to the birthday party, and I had just returned from my first cruise, my first Caribbean cruise, and it was really great. And before I left for the cruise, I had prepared all these things, the outreach that was going out for people at various locations for Pass Love On. And this is the one where you give somebody something that they can enjoy, and then you give them something that they can take to somebody else, and tell that person something really positive when they give it to them. So it's like you take a gift and then you give a gift. So that's what God has put on my heart to do. So I was getting ready to go to this party, and I figured, that I would take the present for the birthday person, and then so then God spoke to me, and he said, you're going to this outing. This is a great opportunity for you to reach out to the people that are at the party. And I said, well, Lord, I thought I was off duty, that I didn't really have to do it because I'm going to a party, a birthday party. And then God said, well, take a dozen or more of the items that you have to go out to your other location. And I said, but I already did those. I did those before I left just so I would have them finished. And so, so then God said, well, you need to take more than that amount because you've got to take enough for the person to have something and then have something to give, something to enjoy and something to give. And I said, oh my God, well, then I will be short. I won't have what I need, and I'm going to still be behind and have to put all this stuff together because it's basically sort of like an organic cookie that has a card on it that says, enjoy this love from the heart. Pass something on to enjoy this love from the heart, and pass love on to other people as often as you can. But it's a really little card that says that, and it's stuck onto the gift. So when they get the gift, they have to take the little card off and look at it, And so basically, long story short, I was obedient. I took all these items with me, the Pass Love On items and the cards attached to the party, and so I really had to say it, to the person as I was, this is not to the birthday person, this is to the people that were giving the party and people that were there. And I had to stand there and make a little testimony and explain what it was all about, that you are receiving this little gift. It's about love, and you are loved. I love you. And so I want you to take one, and then I want you to give one to somebody else. And you know what I want you to tell them? I love you. Outside of this room, though, you can't pass it to somebody in the room. And so that was really, really great that I was able to step out of myself and to be obedient. And so basically, I want to tell you that I did learn this from a psychologist I saw on a podcast on social media, and his name was Simon Sinek. And it was really good. He was talking about not so much giving gifts, but maybe calling somebody and telling them that, somebody that you wouldn't think to call, and just say, hey, I love you, and I just want to call and let you know. So, okay, so God brought that message to me, and then I was able to absorb that message, or God absorbed it into me for the outreach, It's the same thing, just doing it in a different way, and anybody could do that in any way they need to do it. And so I'm going to say this, that there was a joke on me, because guess how many people were at the party? And I was all this about, I'm going to have to take all my stuff. Guess how many people were at the party? There were only 3 people at the party. Isn't that funny? So I really didn't have to give everything that I had put together. But you know what? The nice thing that I understand that God likes is when you do things that you don't want to do, but you do it anyhow. And I did it anyhow. And I'm thankful for God to give me that strength to do it anyhow. And then he smiled on me. because I didn't have to give all that I had, but I was willing. And so that's where the place we want to be, to trust that He is not going to take more from you than you can do. Never doubt God's voice when you hear it. Be obedient. God will provide. And so He will provide all of our needs. So I'm so glad to share this with you on Tidbits today. And you take care till we talk again. And don't forget to get those lollies, work out and stretch, drink your water, and know that we love you already. Bye-bye.